Uh,
Oh no, there's men out there doing that. They just not saying it as boldly and as clear as he is.
dude is crazy.
There's a lot of dudes out there with that mindset. They just not verbalizing it like that.
Mm,
They're not articulating it.
they don't
You see
need
who?
to, because
That
they gonna
man's a
be
fool.
the single life.
Yeah, but it ain't so bad nowadays. Compared looking at what's going on out here, people don't know how to act.
Hmm.
Women want to be out here doing what dudes do. Come on, you say I want to be married. Women be talking about who said they want to be married now. I would
Yeah,
I would argue I would argue most women that modern women don't want to be married. Unfortunately,
them city girls.
right? City girls.
But some people don't want to get married because they feel like it's easier, and marriage mess things up.
Easier for what?
It's just the relationship is easier. That's just what I heard.
Easier what to leave?
No, not easier to lead, just easier to get along. Like when there's a lot of people say, they get along good, everything going good, and as soon as they get married, everything just fall apart.
Why is that? That do be happening.
Yep.
People get married and then things change.
You've been together 10 years, get married, and be divorced within 1 year.
Right.
Like
I was
what
gonna
the
say
heck?
two. I was gonna give it 2 years.
I can't even give it to. Mm.
That's because you're supposed to submit.
Keep on, Woody. Put that foot down so it gets stepped on.
You're supposed to submit. We married now.
Hmm. And that's
You're
the
supposed to
problem
do it.
now.
You're supposed to do as I say, cause I'm the husband. That's what men be thinking. That's what they be. That's what they be wanting. That's what they signed up for.
Yeah, that's what they be having the wrong idea of submit. They definition of submit. Do what I say do. Hold up, bruh. Hold up. My daddy name, John.
Yeah. Well, how can a man protect you if you just doing whatever you want to do?
I ain't say I'm doing whatever I want to do, but I ain't finna do. Don't make it seem like I got to do everything you say in that
No,
manner.
no. It ain't doing. You ain't gotta do everything. No, not everything.
I know. I
I'm
know.
I'm gonna need you to do. I'm gonna need you to do at least 68.2% or more though. That's what we are gonna need though.
Long as you leading, a woman will follow. But if you don't know how to lead,
Uh, that's not what the word say. The word don't say follow if he lead right or whatever y'all be saying. I mean whatever you said, lead and I will follow correctly.
mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
what's the,
because if you ain't leading, then how I'm follow you if you ain't leading?
you can't be oh you the leader but make a left right here. Make a right. Stop. Keep going. Hold on. Go over here.
I might have some. I might have some good ideas too.
Oh yeah, for sure. You might have a billion good ideas. For sure. But that don't mean oh we gotta do them because they good ideas. You might not. You might do them. Just might not do
And
them
your
right now.
ideas might not be all good either.
I know, but I'm responsible for those though.
Yeah, and your ideas affect us. That's why I say you got to lead. You got to be able to lead right.
Just like a dude is willing to give up his life She should just follow, just like that. What now? A smart dude though. It's not like you do everything I say though. That's not what it is. But I
But that's how
understand you got
some
to
men
look at
come across. That's my point. That's how some men come
right,
across when they talk
right.
about submit. Y'all don't want to submit like it's a controlling narcissistic way. Like you got to do whatever I say do. It's my way or the highway. Nah, see that's where it ain't gonna work.
No, it ain't that. It's not. It definitely isn't that. I would agree
Hmm.
with that, and I would like to think that most men don't think it's that. But I
You would
don't
like
date
to
men.
think that, but you don't date men, right?
Right. Exactly. Well, I wasn't gonna
Right.
let you get me right there. I wasn't gonna let you.
I'm gonna come in. I'm coming in hot, hot, hot,
Yeah,
hot.
yeah. So I don't know because I don't know what these ninjas be saying. We on your channel, so I gotta like PGJC over here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah. I don't, and I don't know because my cousins, I got like 21st girl cousins, and I done heard men say some of the wildest things that I wouldn't think they'd be saying to women, but they be saying some stuff when they be behind them closed doors. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and defer to you on that.
Mm-hmm.
But it don't mean you do whatever I say, especially
Yeah.
if you
It
ain't.
don't mean do whatever you say, but for some men it do.
Yeah, but I would like to think you don't even have to be perfect as a man for a woman to submit to you. Honestly, I don't think so. I don't think most women it just comes across like that though. But I don't think but then if you look at women inability to choose quality mates that they're more than willing to give men chances that don't even deserve them. You know what I'm saying? So what that means to me is that they still do submit to some degree for some periods of time. So I would like to think that if a man really had a purpose or trying to go in a direction, and you could tell if a person is giving themselves into something that they will fall in line, as men would want to call it. I would want to give women that much credit for sure, but I guess these dudes out here ain't got that according to these women. So I don't agree with that all the way. I think a lot of men are motivated. They're not just gonna build
Motivated
themselves
for
up
what?
for a certain type of woman.
Motivated for what? Motivated to do what?
Well, I think men are motivated to take care of women, but they're not motivated to take care of city girl.
Not these modern men. They motivated to get taken care of. Or
they,
they
they,
motivated to go 50-50.
well,
You
no,
mean to
wait,
tell me you want
50-50.
50 my dollar?
No, but you know why they go 50-50?
No, I don't.
They go 50-50 because wait, you want to be able to keep all your perks, but I gotta pay for everything. You need to be able to just go unchecked, unbothered, and I'm supposed to pay for that, and then you leave whenever you want to when you get bored. Nah, and you come
That
in
ain't
with
why men
kids.
go 50-50. They go 50-50 because they feel like they shouldn't have to pay for everything. That's bottom point blank period.
Yeah, they don't want to pay for everything.
Right.
You expect them, women expect men to come in and pay for everything for her and her kids because they all package
Well, that's,
deal.
I mean, if y'all married, that's a package deal. She ain't just coming without her kids. That's what you signing up for. When you find out you want to date her, and you find out she got kids, that's your time now to exit stage left. If you decide
Oh,
to stay, then you decide to take care of her and her kids, and that's
that's
point
true.
blank and the period.
I agree with that. I agree with that, and that's why men are choosing not to, because they're not paying they're not about to pay for everything, and you got all that going on.
Man, if you can't afford to do it, just say that. Don't blame it on me because I got a couple kids. If you ain't got it, just say it. That's all I want you to do. If you broke, just let me
Man,
know.
oh, it ain't gotta be because he broke.
If you ain't got no money, just let me know. Cause I don't even want to hear that. Don't be trying to throw these kids up in nobody's face. Men date kids
That's not
with
throwing
women
it in
with
the face.
men date women with kids all the time. This ain't nothing new.
That's true. They
Now
do.
all of a sudden it's a problem. I
It's
can't. I ain't finna be
it's
doing
not
this
a
for you
problem.
and your kids. I ain't finna be doing this for you and your children. Man, no.
Wait a minute,
Uh,
especially if he ain't got no kids.
well, that's why you don't need to date somebody who do. Then you need to find you somebody who don't.
Okay, I agree. I agree. But come on, it's almost like let's look at it logically. Like if a dude coming in and
So
he
you think
like,
I'm not
okay,
looking at it logically? You think I'm playing? Cause I ain't for play. That what you think?
no, I'm just saying, if a dude comes in and he gotta pay, he take you out on dates and whatever, whatever, and then you got kids too, so he spends some money on the kids and all that too. You expect him to pay for all the bills? That's where the 50-50 come in because it's like, okay, look, you bring something to the table, I bring something to the table, we just make it work. You don't necessarily have to be 50-50, but let's just bring to the some whatever we got to the table, then we just make it work. Instead of putting all the pressure on the dude to take care of all the finances of you and let's just say
But
two kids.
that's individually. That's up to each individual how they want to do that. Like if you okay with going 50-50, then go 50-50.
Right. That's
You
how it
know,
should be.
in today's society, it takes two incomes sometimes. So hey, you do what you gotta do to make it work.
That's the way it should be. But then now they like, well, I'm not gonna submit to you because I make more money than you. Yeah, you make more money than the dude, but you also got two kids. And you got
Yeah,
student
and I
loan
can
debt.
take care of me and my two kids by myself.
Well, see, why I gotta see why I gotta be like that.
Cause
Mm-mm.
that's how it is. That's how you making it. You keep throwing up my kids. Like you ain't finna keep throwing up my
It's
children
not
now.
throwing
That
the
ain't what you
kids
got
up.
to
Listen,
keep
you gotta
doing.
factor those
Yes,
in. You
you
gotta
are. You
factor
keep
those into
on
the
saying, but
equation.
you got two kids. But I was taking care of my two kids without you. Remember that.
That's true. That's true. That's true. So that's why I'm saying, why not? Why don't everybody just bring what they got to the table and then just make it work instead of being like, oh, if you're going to be the man, you got to make most of the money and pay almost all of the bills or all the major bills. Why
Cause
it got to
that's
be?
how
Why it got
shit
to even
is.
be? Why does it have to even be? Why does it have to be compartmentalized like that? Why? That's what I'm trying to
Cause
figure out.
that's how a lot of people. That's why how a lot of people was raised. The man the head of the household. The man take care of all the bills.
Right, but that could change a little bit
Now,
now.
if you're
Just
in a situation where if you're in a situation where you can't, then okay, I understand. Okay, the man may pay the mortgage, you pay the utilities, or something like that. It's just all about how you want your household to work.
my dad, although my dad did
50-50
pay
might
off
work
my.
for some people, but
No, go ahead.
now if I say 50-50 might work for some people, 50-50 ain't gonna work for me. 50-50, that's like we roommates. Like, what you gonna tell me? Like, I ain't got time to come home and be like, okay, the light bill $150. Here go my 75. That's what me and my roommate did in college. No, player.
No, why don't you just look in the account, pay it, thank
No,
God
if
you got
you
the
want
money,
to go
and
50
thank God
50,
you
if they If they doing 50-50, you know they ain't doing no joint bank accounts. Now come on now,
And
be
thank
for real.
and thank God that y'all got the money to make it work.
I'm gonna thank God I got the money to make it work on my own. Oh Jesus, deuces. I ain't about
You
to play with
wrong.
you. I ain't even finna play.
You
Mm-mm.
wrong.
No. And maybe I was
Look.
fortunate because the dudes that I dealt with didn't think like that. They weren't on that 50-50 stuff. And if they was, they sure ain't told me nothing. Or if they that's their best kept secret. Tell you that.